It's week 1 of the National Football League, and we'll get to see a battle for conference superiority. It's the Jets and the 49ers on Monday night.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. Pushing his way through. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the rookie from the University of Washington.
And to say that this is a big spot is the classic. It's a ton of pressure on this rookie quarterback as he gets to play right away. And let's face it, he's trying to take in every moment from his first start. But at the same time, he's got to focus on what's in front of him.
To about the 35, second down. From the 35, here's second down at 7. Looking to throw, Penix. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Penix completes to Zaccheaus. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. And boy, before the drive even starts, here's a timeout. Wow. So as they talk it over, we step aside. To throw is Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Now Fields. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first 10.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Taking it about the 36. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here's Penix. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll throw with Penix. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To the air, Penix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And looking to throw, Penix. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Olamide Zaccheaus from 4 yards out. And the Jets put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Caught by Woods. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Fields. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Fields. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Fields. Hard throw, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken around the 12. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Jets will take over. New York ready to go again offensively. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Kamara try the right side. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Again, it's Kamara. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 49 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Penix from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And the Jets first down.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. And tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Now 2nd and 5.
At the 49ers, 19-yard line.
Kamara up the middle. And he'll get this down only to the 18. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Seibert able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. From the gun, here's Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 36 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Dobbs goes in motion. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
From the 50, here's Fields. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Fields now to throw. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Here's Fields. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Down the left sideline. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Boy, this defense is circling early. A pick six there, and they are off to the races here in this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
Seibert on for the PAT.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start on the ground with Spears.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
At the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, Fields.
This one caught by Kittle. And out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now it's Fields. Connects with Kittle underneath.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. 17-0 our score after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. To the air again, Fields. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit.
And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Penix. Left side, he's got Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Justin Fields going to lead his offense back out. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. Right side complete. That's Woods. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. On play action, Fields. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Fields. Forced out to his left. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And that is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Now Fields. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And here's a give to Spears. Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
That one's taken in by Spears.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. Hand off to Spears.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Right back to Spears.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Flushed out right.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And his kick here is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And New York set to take the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
He finds Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
This is 2nd and 8. Now Penix.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Keon White got in there for the sack. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Kamara off the draw. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now Spears to begin the drive.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Nick Bosa now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Fields. Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 51 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Stays on his feet and outbounds right around the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Good. Right. Right.
To throw is Fields.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Fields.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
From the gun, here's Fields.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Right.
Fields throwing again. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Nick Bosa able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Fields.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Fields dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And his kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Zaccheaus here hauling it in. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Jets.
From the shotgun, it's Penix.
That's complete to Robinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half.
They'll throw with Penix.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where you see the final score there. Jahmyr Gibbs, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Sam Darnold with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Niners offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their defense just helped him out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Penix working out of the gun here.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw, Penix. And quickly into the hands of Robinson.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. 2nd and 9. To the air, Penix. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Penix. Buying time to his left. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Niners offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here we go, Snap. Do it. Right.
Jet sweep. Here comes Worthy. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Fields now to throw.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
3rd and 5. Here's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's another 49er.
Here we go, Zach. Zach.
First and 10 at the 26.
Now it's Fields.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down and a yard.
Here we go, Zach. Zach.
Out of the gun, again to Spears.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
A yard, all they need, but it's third down.
Third and 1.
Here we go. Zach. Zach. Zach.
Back to throw. Fields.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
Out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Javon Kinlaw in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And this one is right through.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jets offense and the veteran Alvin Kamara getting set for this next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far.
Robinson's got it.
Into space at the 45. Down the left sideline.
And he gets this one down to the 24. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player, but he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The busy night continues for Kamara. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Penix.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now Fields.
Open man is Uzomah. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And looking to throw, Penix.
Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Keion White able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
And his throw is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line.
The 49ers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Fields. Quick slant here to Woods.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Back to throw, Fields.
Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Here we go. Hurry up, hurry up.
Here's Fields.
Over the middle, complete. It's Woods. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the Jets' 35-yard
Oh,
line.
hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
They'll run with Spears.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and
Don't
1.
jump. Ready?
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And that one too wide and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Good night. Good night.
To throw is Fields.
Right side complete. That's Woods.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Good night. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. A play fake. Now Penix. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Now Penix.
He finds Robinson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
They'll throw with Penix.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Brian Brzee, his 2nd sack of the night. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
And he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And the 49ers first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Fields. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Fields. Steps away to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Looking to throw, Penix.
And that's going to be incomplete.